Hey guys, so I just got done filming this dark blue halo eye with this lip. I actually gave you 3 lip options. This is not like the one you have to wear with it. I gave you a nude, a color in between, and then a black. And then for the eye look, I was using the Morphe, this palette's so big, the 2939A. And obviously I'm going to be using the blue colors in this, so if you want to see how to get this look, please keep watching. And if you like it, I'm gonna start off with my face today, and I started off with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, one of my favorite primers for moisturizing and just making my skin feel nice and smooth. Next, I'll be taking a sample of the Makeup Forever foundation. I got the shade Y375, and I personally don't know how I feel about this foundation. It made my skin look nice and it didn't wear off easily, but for me to get the coverage I wanted, I had to layer it about twice, almost 3 times, and that usually doesn't happen to me. And to blend out my foundation, I'll be using the Morphe sponge. For concealer, I'll be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade medium. And I only have a little bit left. That's why you see me struggling putting it on. But I only added that to my under eyes, my chin, and down the center of my nose. And again, I'll be blending that out with the same Morphe sponge. This is my favorite concealer probably. So hydrating and has nice coverage. To set the under eyes and kind of bake for the fallout later, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Powder, and I'm just gonna, before setting my under eyes, I'm just gonna pat out any creases that may have formed, and then now I'm gonna begin to pack the translucent powder under, just to catch any fallout so it doesn't land on our bare face and color it when we try to wipe it away. So taking the 2 middle shades that I pointed, I'm going to use those as my first transition colors from the Morphe 39A palette. And I'll be taking that into the crease on a Morphe E23. Then taking the dark matte blue from the palette on a Morphe M332, I'm going to begin to pack that on the outer and inner corners. And I didn't realize these colors were going to be so like pigmented, so that's why you kind of see me blending it out before packing it into the inner corner. So I suggest you take your time when using dark colors like this. And now I begin to pack the same matte blue shade into the inner corner with the same brush. Then taking the dark kind of royal blue shade, I'm going to take that on a Morphe E28, and I'm just going to begin to blend the blue with the center of the lid because it's bare, just to make a nice transition for the middle color. Then I'm going to take this turquoisey light blue shade on my Wet n Wild flat shader brush, and I'm going to begin to pack that on the center of the lid. Then with the big fluffy brush, I'm just going to wipe away the extra powder and kind of set the rest of my face with whatever's left on the brush. Then I'm going to take my NYX bronzer in Deep Tan on a Crown Jumbo Kabuki fan brush, and I'm just going to kind of contour and bronze my face. I was going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, but I forgot it at work, so I had to use this one again. Sorry I'm being so repetitive. Then, before I forgot about the upper lid, I took the black shade from the palette on a Morphe pencil brush. This was the E24, and I just put that in the very outer and the very inner corners to create the slightest amount of depth. Then, because I thought it got too dark, I went back in with the M332 and I used the blue shade. Next, I'm taking the first 2 transition shades we used on a Morphe M330, and then I'm gonna take I actually don't know what this brush is, and I took the matte blue shade and I'm just going to run that underneath. Then again with the black shade on the Morphe E24, I'm going to run this closest to the lash line. Then to fill in the lash line and my waterline, I took the ColourPop cream gel liner in DTLA and I just filled that in. Oh, it looks so weird. Then to highlight, I took the Fenty highlighter in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, and I mixed the two on the Morphe E36 to highlight my brow bone, my inner corners, and I added just the teensiest bit on the lower center of the lid where the other blue shade was, where the lightest blue shade was basically. And then I didn't know it was going to transfer, and you can't really see it here, but the highlight on my nose was kind of blue tinted. See? Then on my Morphe M511, I took the same highlighter and I just highlighted the tops of my cheekbones and the cupid's bow. Off camera, I curled my lashes and put the Essence Lash Princess. Then I'm going in with the J Lashes in the style Paola. I'm going to take that on my Amoris tool, and I had my duo glue and I was just waiting for it to get tacky, and now I'm just going to pop them on. And to kind of even it out, I went in with the Lash Princess mascara again, and I put that on my lower lashes. For the first lip combo or option, I took the Nabi lip liner in the shade medium brown. Sorry if you could hear that car that was driving behind. I took the Nabi lip liner in medium brown. And then on top, I took the ColourPop Satin Lip in the shade Strut, I believe. And I just popped that on to kind of make my own kind of nude. The second lip option is a bit more bold, and I used the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Moscow. And for the last and boldest lip option, I took the Nabi Liquid Lipstick in the shade Black, and I'm just gonna fill it in. And the video's gonna end right now without me setting my face because it's actually 9 o'clock when I filmed this, and I didn't want to set my face just to take off all the makeup. But anyways, I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope you guys liked the look. Thank you for my cousin Claudia for letting me use this palette, and see you next time on my next video.